Peace be to you all. Omar here, a health educator, family man, middle-aged endurance athlete, and physician associate. So today, I'm not running. Obviously, I'm doing my power walk. I say power walk because it makes me just feel cool. But I've got a 12-pound vest, and I think these are 5-pound. They're ankle weights, but I got them on my arm. Freeze my hands up. So I want to talk to you guys about developing your own fitness plan. I'll call it a wellness plan. I like the term wellness because to me that's more inclusive. It includes your diet and exercise and lifestyle habits. So some of you guys may know I work currently as a PA in an internist office, and I treat adults. You know, that's what an internist does. It's not family medicine. I see a lot of folks in my age group, so they're in their 50s to early 60s, who have preventable diseases and conditions. I like the term condition better. I think I'll call it that. So hypertension or elevated blood pressure, type 2 diabetes mellitus, hyperlipidemia, so the cholesterol, high cholesterol, high LDLs, so LDLs and low HDLs, high density lipoproteins and high triglycerides. So they're on a statin, of course. And they've got a BMI above 30, so obese. Not fat shaming anybody. I was there at one time. I had to change some things that I did. They've got COPD, so coronary obstructive pulmonary disease, and this is from years of smoking cigarettes. And I'll usually ask somebody if they smoke. I'll ask them how long a pack of cigarettes lasts them, and they'll tell me, well, a lot of people tell me, well, it depends on how stressed I am, because they're using cigarette smoking as a coping mechanism. It's got that nice rush from the nicotine in it, but this increases their blood pressure. And then people also, when it comes to diet, people eat what they can afford. So if you're on the ramen noodle type of income, you're going to eat ramen noodles. A cup of noodles or ramen is like literally cents. It's less than $1. I was there. But there's other healthy choices that you can make, but you might not have electricity for to keep your refrigeration on. So maybe the fresh foods that you get may rot, especially if it's hot in your home. But there's ways you can compensate for that. Good morning. I try to help them focus on lifestyle management, because I really don't like people being on a lot of these medications. A lot of the medications that we use to fight these diseases or these disorders, they've got side effects to them. A lot of people get the side effects, and we give them pills to counteract the side effects of the pills that we clinicians originally gave. So this walking is actually tougher than it looks. I'm all about lifestyle management. So if you can develop your own wellness program, it'll work for you. So I tell people, if you're smoking, you might not go cold turkey. You might not quit immediately, but try to wean yourself off of the cigarettes, slowly but surely. If you have a sedentary lifestyle where you basically, if you're working, you're sitting at a desk all day in your little cubicle, and then you come home and sit in front of the TV, watch your Netflix special, eat while you're doing that, and then go to bed and do the same thing over and over and over again. No exercise at all. And trust me, this is exercise. What I'm doing now, I think I'm walking at about maybe a 12-minute mile pace, it feels like. But I'm getting a good workout. If you have high blood pressure, as I did, you got to figure out what are some of the things that are causing that your blood pressure to be high. In some cases, if you go get your blood pressure checked by, in the doctor's office, it could be due to white coat hypertension. So what I have some of my patients do is take their blood pressure with a little, with a blood pressure monitor at home, and then I do that for a week, in the morning and in the evening, and then report their pressures to me over a week. And it's almost always less than it is when they come into the doctor's office. So if they're on 3 different antihypertensives from which they're getting side effects, I can wean them off of those. If they have poorly, and then more about blood pressure, look at the things that are also increasing it, like cigarette smoking. The nicotine will increase the blood pressure. Coffee. I drink too much coffee. I make the excuse that I'm busy, but I have to really cut back. I like the buzz from the caffeine. So it's like, listen, man, I'm slowly cutting back on the coffee drinking. And plus, I want to keep my teeth white. Coffee will make your teeth brown and gross looking. And then how you manage stress. Cortisol levels, if you get stressed out immediately, and your clinician wants to give you Paxil. Do you get anxious about stuff? Yes, I get anxious. Can you give me something for it? So, listen, come on. Let's see what's the root of your anxiety. Let's see if we can work on some other modalities before we jump right to a pill. But getting stressed very easily shoots your adrenaline up. That shoots your blood pressure up, and then the cortisol levels go up. You got body fat retention from that also. So try to work on your stressors in life. As I get older, I'm trying to just turn 54 yesterday, so I'm trying to work on decreasing my stress. My response to things over which I have no control. I can't, all these worldly things that are going on now. War, mass shootings, pandemics, famine. I cannot do anything about them. I'm a small mouse in a giant vast world. So I try to work on the things that I can, over which I have some immediate control. That's primarily myself, and to some extent my wife and kids in my home. But then also, you got to figure out what works for you. And then as far as things like diabetes is concerned, you gotta work on your stop eating a lot of junk. Some people have a genetic propensity for diabetes, so you got to learn to manage that if you have it. But I've had folks who are on oral anti-glycemics, things like metformin, like glucophage and that kind of thing. They don't want to be on insulin. They don't want to be sticking themselves. So I said, all right, look, you gotta figure out what diet works for you. I was there. I think I was borderline pre-diabetic. I had some very, very bad habits. Sorry for that noise. It's a giant tractor here in the distance. I'm going up this hill here. Then when it comes to things like your cholesterol level, I had high cholesterol. I was eating every creamy, high triglyceride high cholesterol food you could think of because it was delicious. So I had to cut back on it. And I was overweight, so I had to work on my weight as well. Yeah, and talk to your clinician about reasons why you might be overweight. Maybe it's you have lymphedema. Maybe you have an underactive thyroid, so hypothyroidism can lead to weight gain. Different hormonal changes also. So that's on your way. I think I'm going to do a series of videos on developing your own wellness program. That's become one of my passions because I just want to help people live a better quality of life as they get older. That's it for now. I wish you guys the best of success in your positive endeavors. If you want to be a health educator like me, you can subscribe and I'll give you some tips. I got a doctorate in health education from A.T. Still University. It's the oldest osteopathic school in the country. Okay, take care. Peace.